Bron Breakker, who is basically kind of on the threshold into becoming one of the big stars of WWE in the next couple of years. I mean, let's be honest. This guy is going to be a future WrestleMania main eventer. I don't care what anybody says. Bron Breakker is the freaking man. He is. He's the man. He's going to be a future WrestleMania main event guy. But WWE had just confirmed that Bron Breakker will be sidelined for the foreseeable future. On Monday, multiple outlets reported that Bron Breakker had surgery after suffering a hernia last week. WWE confirmed Breakker's injury on Monday night as Michael Cole began the show explaining what happened to Bron Breakker. They stated this, and I quote, "We start the night with breaking news in regard to Bron Breakker of The Vision. Bron Breakker was injured while training last week. I'm not even quite sure what the injury is, but he did undergo surgery, and Bron Breakker will be out of action indefinitely." Cole's version greatly differed from what is being reported by the Wrestling Observer, that being at 4wonline.com and pwinsider.com, as well as Fightful. According to those reports, Breakker suffered a hernia while flipping the commentary table over on the February 2nd episode of Raw on Netflix. It was also noted that Breakker had surgery for the injury. However, it is unclear when he returned to WWE television. Now, how will this affect WWE programming? Bron Breakker was reportedly set to face Seth Rollins in a singles match at WrestleMania 42. A lot of people are assuming that that guy in the mask that attacked Bron Breakker at the Royal Rumble was Seth Rollins. I do not know for sure, but it really all depends on the injury status of Seth Rollins. It could be him. I remember denying that it was Seth Rollins, but now from what it looks like, it's probably Seth Rollins, but that could be very different. We do not know, but he was reportedly set to face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 42. Recovery from the hernia repair surgery normally takes about 4 to 6 weeks, but as it has been noted, his return time frame is still up in the air. Fightful noted that despite Breakker being sidelined, WWE is still optimistic he could be back for WrestleMania 42. The outlet also noted that Bron Breakker was complimented by one source for working through the pain during last week's Raw segment. Okay, in terms of Bron Breakker, I don't care what anybody says. This is a big blow. This really is. It's a terrible blow to say the least because sorry about that. It's a terrible blow to say the least because let's be honest, Bron Breakker, again, the work that Bron Breakker has been doing in the Vision, I don't care what anybody says, has been tremendous. Like, tremendous work. This guy is so good at what he does in terms of his promo ability and the stuff he does in the ring. I mean, like, bro, and I'm not saying this because he has one of the best spears in the business. You know, before Bron Breakker came in the threshold, I've always said the best spear of the business was always Ricky Starks. Or Ricky Saints now. I still call him Ricky Starks. But when in AEW, man, whenever you hit those spears, those were clean as hell. You know what I'm saying? Those spears were clean as hell. But Bron Breakker really kind of took the threshold to have like the best spear in the business. I'm sorry, Edge, but Bron Breakker got the best spear in the business. But the work that Bron Breakker has been doing in the Vision has been fantastic. A lot of people even said like, oh, he should have won the title from CM Punk on the first Raw on Netflix in January. Say what you want about that. It is what it is. But there's no denying that Bron Breakker is a future WrestleMania main eventer. And he was definitely set in stone to really be a part of the WrestleMania 42 plans. And it looks like WWE is going to have to scramble once again. You know, WWE has been scrambling they've been scrambling in terms of this card for WrestleMania for a while now. You know, and with the ticket sales being low for WrestleMania and Bron Breakker now being on the injury list, this really is a big blow. It really does suck. It really, really does suck because, again, it affects the plans of WrestleMania in a major way. Again, we do not know his time frame to return. We do not know when he's going to return. But, I mean, it's he had to undergo surgery. I believe it was a hernia injury that he suffered. So, I mean, those are really serious injuries. So we're going to have to wait and see. But, I mean, in terms of Bron Breakker, man, again, this is a big blow. And if that masked man was Seth Rollins, what are we going to do now? What are we going to do now? Are we going to get that Bron Breakker versus Seth Rollins match? Depending on the time frame of his return, I doubt we're going to be getting this match. It really all depends on whether or not Bron Breakker is ready to return or not. But we're going to have to wait and see. Again, this is a major blow, and it does suck for Bron Breakker. And his presence is definitely going to be felt since he's now going to be absent from WWE programming.